What is going on, everybody? It's Alex coming back here with another video, and today we are doing round 2 of 5 of my 9.0 realistic mock draft. Now, I'm recording this before the first round drops, so fortunately, if you guys are commenting saying, hey, do this in the second round, I guess you guys got to see if I do what you guys want to do. Therefore, I mean, at least you guys get to see what my picks are instead of your picks, and then, of course, we can adjust. So hopefully you guys liked the video in the first round. I personally felt a little bit bad about how little commentary I had on some picks. I rewatched the video myself before I posted it. It felt a little bit off, but I like how everything turned out, and it's okay. So hopefully, because I was just afraid of the fact that I'd make an hour-long video for you guys, and you guys don't want to watch an hour-long video. So I'm going to try to get a little bit more commentary. I felt bad about, like, the JC Horn comment. I just didn't even talk about him. And, and as well as Eric Stokes. So we're going to try to fix that up this video. Again, bear with me. I'm trying my best here, and I really appreciate the fact that you guys are helping me out. And if you guys are new, remember, there's a round 1 to this, so go watch that. It's going to be fun. We're continuing with the trades. You know what? I had a blast doing it. I want to make sure it's around, like, we'll see if, like, the amount of trades are right. I'm not going to be going pick crazy here, because that's not realistic. And we want a realistic draft. There's always a couple trades here and there, so let's have some fun. Now, with the Jets, they're not going to be giving up on this. They're not going to be giving up on this pick. You guys have seen this a billion times over. Travis Etienne pairing up with Trevor Lawrence. Like, come on. It is just like eating up some damn birthday cake there. Just having instant chemistry. You have Rashad Bateman. You have Trevor Lawrence. You have Etienne. You have, like, literally your three-headed, like, Hydra in there. That's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. Etienne, I mean, he's going to be here. I know this now because he struggled in Notre Dame. If he did not struggle one game of his career, he'd be fine. It's like Alex, for Christ's sakes, if he just doesn't struggle for one game, yeah, I mean, Notre Dame showed that he has an Achilles heel, and it is true. He potentially can be stopped. So Travis Etienne was just looking like an unstoppable monster, as of course my popcorn bag crumbles in the background. Very unprofessional, but Travis Etienne's going to give you that offensive bounce. So you guys don't need to be running Frank Gore into the ground any more than he already has been ran into the ground. So let's rock Travis Etienne there. And, all right, Jags. Well, I usually like to pass on the tackle / tight. I mean, I already got the tackle. I usually like to pass on the tight end here because, I'm bugging. Pat Freiermuth is not that bad. TDN is straight bugging. That's why I like to do these for you guys, because Pat Freiermuth is not the 46th dude in the draft class. He is an absolute stud. He's an absolute monster. He deserves to be at least early second type of prospect, not this mid-second BS. And sounds like not much, but in the first 2 rounds, it is much. And of course, the computer fan starts to go off in the early rounds, so this is going to be excellent. I'm turning down the computer brightness so you guys don't hear a damn airplane engine. However, we need a cornerback too. That's where I'm getting to. We need a cornerback too. I'm pretty sure Sidney Jones is there, but again, he's probably not going to be there for long. Number 1. Number 2, injuries. Asante Samuel's your best option here. He's going to be a true number 2 corner. Potentially could sneak into the first. I would not blame any NFL team for drafting this dude in the first. He's proven it over and over again at Florida State. He is very agile. He's very speedy. I mean, he's Asante Samuel's kid. So you already know from a very young age he's been taught every single little thing. He has the brain of his father. That's okay. That's going to be amazing. And that means that he is going to be a big beneficiary for any team who is able to draft him. Jaguars are having an A+ draft here. Now, Bengals, we all know that you need every single little thing. I do this every draft. Trey Smith is just going to be, like, amazing. You have an amazing weapon in Joe Mixon, right? You have an amazing weapon in Joe Mixon. He's going to be a total stud for you guys. I mean, he is a total stud, but he can't run behind nobody. And you know who can't pass behind nobody? Your damn quarterback, Joe Burrow. So you have 2 of your biggest pieces not able to operate at complete, at like full efficiency because of the fact that the line ain't good enough. So I say, get Trey Smith, get Penei Sewell, fix this line because the weapons are okay. They're good. You can get some more weapons later on if you want, but fix that offensive line so your offense can do something. You can fix the defense another time. Make sure the offense can at least score some points and be able to be competitive against these strong defenses in the AFC North. Now, the Cowboys do this all the time. There is a safety here that we could be picking in Trayvon Moehrig. True strong safety. So we got to check because this could be a potential trade down spot. There are teams like we have the Panthers, we have the Eagles that are all looking for a linebacker, right? You could just try to jump the gun for Nick Bolton. I honestly kind of favor Dylan Moses over Nick Bolton. Being a Nick Bolton fan, if you guys go back and watch all my videos, I love Nick Bolton. he's looked a little bit lost recently. I need to see him have a bounce back game. I think Dylan Moses' ceiling is higher. It's Moses's. But I think the ceiling's higher. I think he's going to be drafted first before Nick Bolton, just because Nick Bolton in coverage I don't think is as good as Dylan Moses. So we could look at a team like the Eagles trying to jump the Panthers here. But the Eagles already traded up. I don't think that if Howie's even there, I don't think they're going to be trading up like that. Is there another team that could use a tackle? A team that could use a center / guard / tackle? That's the team right before them. So if we're going to be honest, guys, we're going to stick here. We're not going to trade back and then go crazy, go hog wild here. That's not the route that we're going to be taking. Trayvon Moehrig's going to be the pick. He's just a stud. I mean, everybody loves these picks because Trayvon Moehrig is in Fort Worth. And Fort Worth is right next to Arlington. Closer than damn Dallas, which the damn team's named after. Of course, it's for tax reasons. They're in Arlington. If you guys want me to make a video on that, which I don't know why, I could always do that. But Trayvon Moehrig has been the best safety, hands down, in college football for now 2 years. So he's consistent. He's awesome. I don't blame any team if they take him in the first round. He is a stud. And again, I apologize for the airplane engine sounds. Blame Apple, not me. It's all Apple's fault. Now, Jalen Mayfield's here. I am a huge fan of Jalen Mayfield. I always like putting him in the first. I think he's one of the best tackles in the class. However, given the fact that there is positional versatility of Alex Leatherwood, where he is a top tackle and a top guard, I think that a team like the Chargers would like to be able to have a guy like that. But you know what? Let's shoot for the fences. Alex Leatherwood's always a fun option, but I think there's great centers down the line because again, Dan Feeney as well as Forrest Lamp, they're all good. They're both going to be gone because I don't think you guys want to pay money for somebody who's been very subpar. Jalen Mayfield's going to be your dude. He's going to be a true left tackle for you guys. He's going to be able to, I'm pretty sure he's a right tackle right now, but he can move over and be a true left tackle for you. Again, Brian Bulaga ain't going to last forever either. He's going to be just a solid dude. He was able to bottle up Chase Young for 6 snaps, put him on the radar. He's been doing a really good job all throughout this year. You know, he's been showing that he's been a very consistent, very high-level talent player on a team that's very young and allows guys like this to develop, a guy who's very raw to develop. Now, Panthers, again, we're not having any trades so far. There's some really good talent on the board, and there's no reason to trade. Dylan Moses is going to be the pick. I'm not a fan of Nick Bolton being above Dylan Moses, if we're going to be honest. So we're going to be sticking to that. And Najee Harris is here. I'm sorry, Dolphins fans. You could have tried to trade up with the Panthers here, but that's just not going to be the case unless the Falcons want to go linebacker, which again, Michael Walker, some dude I can't pronounce, and Deion Jones are. I mean, again, could be up on contract here. Haven't studied your guys' contract yet. Haven't done your 7-round mock. If you guys want to see that, let me know. But I'm going to be rocking Najee Harris here. He's going to be your true bell cow back if you guys want to have a guy like Matt Ryan, who you owe $100 million to, if you want him to really be able to be comfortable. Todd Gurley's not your long-term answer. Najee Harris is arguably my favorite running back in the entire class, has the contact balance, he's a really good receiver too. He improved a lot, as well as the ability just to lower that shoulder, truck through people, and to be a one-cut guy. He has everything you want. Now, Dolphins, since you're in this position, you need a center like no one's business. This draft is falling pretty damn perfectly right now. There's no real reason to trade. There wasn't that many trades in the top of last year's draft either because some really good talent fell. You need a center. Get the best center in the class. So that was a pretty easy one. And again, Eagles, you guys need cornerback. You guys need linebacker. There's a lot of ways that you could go. You guys got your wide receiver. Let's see who's on the board. Tyson Campbell. Grabby, not really your best option. Paulson Adebo going to be more of a cover 2 type of scheme. Again, I'm sorry for the fan going off. I'm really trying to talk loud over it. It's a struggle. Nick Bolton's going to be the guy though. He does have a high upside, very high floor as well. It's going to be good in the run stuffing game. Going to be good in that pass coverage. You got your weapon as now you're helping out on that defense as well. And the Giants, this is a spot you might want to trade back. Jason Oweh might have been a better pick here than Rousseau at your spot. However, I think that we can take a break because Chris Olave, he's going to be very similar to us, a Sterling Shepard in the way that he gets separation through his routes and more than his speed, more than anything like that. Sure hands, not really going to be your ideal spot. And there's a guy like Rashawn Slater up here. And let's look at a team that might need somebody like the Bears. The Bears are going to be trading up in this spot. So we're going to have the Bears. Where are you guys at? I'm bugging. There you go. Take another shot, guys. The Bears trading up with the Giants for this pick. So we're going to see what can take it. Can the Sticks get it there? It says likely. Again, you guys know me. I like to go for the very likely picks. Bears, unfortunately, you guys are going to be getting a round 5 pick. We could always trade back up into the 5th round. It's okay. So the Bears are going to be trading a 2nd and a 5th in order. Again, we could always do next year's picks as well, but I think it's a little cheesy. We're going to be trading up for either Rashawn Slater or Alex Leatherwood. Rashawn Slater, he's going to be either a tackle, a center, or a guard. He has anything you need. Teams really love this kid. He's going to be a great fit on Chicago. You got your quarterback. Now get your true tackle / center / guard, whatever the hell it's going to be. Now, at this spot, the Lions, you're kind of in a place where you might want to trade back too. There's not really too much here for you guys to go for. Like tackles, awesome. There's teams that do need some edge help though. There's some teams that need some big edge help. So, I mean, a team like the Ravens could be moving up here for a guy like Jason Away. And that's exactly what's going to happen because your biggest need is either a linebacker, another wide receiver, which, again, you can get Chris Olave here. I don't think that if you want to get some value, you can get there's some really good wide receivers down the line. So we are actually trading with the Ravens. Again, out of the conference too, so I'm kind of happy about that. Now I'm actually just in the search for trying to find the damn Lions logo. So Lions are trading with the Ravens. The Ravens traded down, now they're trading up. So we're gonna see this happen. Okay, no, we gotta flip that around. Imagine like the random beep noises that you hear in all these like idiot commentators stuff. You guys have no idea what the hell I just said. It's okay. It's okay. We're trading down, and we're gonna see. Maybe does a 6 get it there? No. A 5th? No. Can we trade a 4th? Yes. We can trade a 4th. We can absolutely trade a 4th if we're trading up almost 10 spots in order to get Jason freaking Away. He is just an absolute beast. I know you guys need a safety, but Jason Away, that's just too good of talent. I have him in the first a lot because of his potential. He hasn't been doing anything with the sacks or the TFLs this year, but man, he has some potential with that 4.3 speed. May not play at that, but a team like the Ravens will be able to maximize that. Now, 49ers, where the hell do we go with you guys? You guys do need some protection. I'm going to be honest, you do. You could go Mac Jones here. Straight up, you guys could easily go Mac Jones. I don't think that's going to be the pick. I really don't. I don't think you wait till the 2nd round to get a quarterback. You're not Bill Belichick, for Christ's sakes. So you could get Landon Dickerson if you want a center. However, I think Alex Leatherwood's on the board. And A, if Trent Williams doesn't want to stay, or B, you want to kick him to guard because he's one of the best guards in the country, that is going to be the best case scenario. Honestly, take Alex Leatherwood. He's going to be able to kick into guard if you want him to be there. He can stay at tackle if you want him to. He's going to be amazing, great pick. Honestly, one of my favorite picks in the draft so far. Like these 3 picks right here, A+ picks. All these guys have great value at this point. Now, Broncos, you guys could have used a guy like Jason Away. If we're going to be honest, you guys easily could have used him. It's not there anymore, right? So we can look at some pass rush, which again, you have Malik Reed. Malik Reed's playing really well. Quarterback, I don't think Mac Jones has that big of a cannon. He underthrows a lot of balls. It's like there's a lot of things there's a lot of issues that I have with this team, but we could be looking for a trade down. There are more tackles on the board. There is also a tight end on the board, and there's teams like the Patriots who want to trade up and get a quarterback. So that was really horrible. I'm terribly sorry that you guys had to listen to that. That sounded like a damn I sound like a squawking bird right there. But yeah, the Patriots are going to be trading up 2 spots. So we're going to offer a 7th, see if that's going to be the case. A 2nd and a 7th to move up 2 spots in order to select Mac MF Jones. I'm going to try to cut down on the cussing because hopefully we'll get monetized soon and they won't be like, oh, it's one of these guys. Mac Jones is going to be the pick here. I've been doing this the past 2 drafts. It's wonderful. Now, I mean, I do this all the time because Pat Freiermuth loves to fall in these drafts, and I don't plan this shit. That's not fun for you guys. It's not fun for me either. Pat Freiermuth is going to be the dude here. He's going to be an excellent weapon for Justin Fields. I think this draft is being aced by a lot of these teams. Of course, I'm saying that. I'm the one doing it. But Broncos, where do we go with you guys? Honestly, you don't need wide receiver. And Jalen Phillips could be a fun option if you don't want to keep Malik Reed or if you don't want to keep your very aging Von Miller. You don't really need too much on the offensive line. Again, it says you need tackle. You don't. You really don't. So this is another trade back spot potentially. You could help out on that interior defensive line. Honestly, you could definitely do that. If you guys want to do pass rush rotation, Jalen Phillips would be an amazing option, and it's somebody with a very high floor. However, there are teams that do need pass rush similarly to, I know guys, 3 trades already. Yes, we are going to be trading back again with the Broncos because there's just not enough value here, guys. There really isn't. Where the hell? I don't know why I keep missing the Broncos. The Broncos should be down here. No, Broncos down here. Cardinals, NFC. You guys are going to be trading for Jalen Phillips. It might not be a perfect scheme fit, but man, I am in love with Jalen Phillips. He is just an absolute monster. Aziz would have been a great fit here, but Jalen Phillips, you need that edge presence like no other. Jalen Phillips is going to be that guy. He's just going to fit in. He's going to be a monster from day one. Learn from Chandler Jones if he's even there. Again, I haven't done the 7th round yet, so I haven't studied your guys' contracts. But man, Jalen Phillips has such good potential in this team. It's going to be awesome. Now the Giants, now we can look at some options for you guys, right? You guys can look for a boundary corner like Tyson Campbell, another Georgia corner. You guys could also look for reaching for a guy similar to Jabril Cox. Jabril Cox has been pretty damn solid. However, I don't think you can pass up on a guy like Tyson Campbell, right? He's aggressive. He's mean. He's going to be a true boundary corner. Learning from Bradbury is going to be very solid as well. Get Tyson Campbell in there. You missed out on a first-round Georgia corner who went to jail. Now he's not in jail. Of course, he got like acquitted or something. I don't want to even hear about that. DeAndre Baker, you weirdo. Tyson Campbell's going to right the wrongs. You want a true second boundary corner. Tyson Campbell's a guy where you can take a shot on that. Now, let's go with the Raiders here. You guys could use definitely a guard. These are not guards. These are centers, ladies and gentlemen. These are centers. So we're not going to be picking a guard here. We could use some interior defensive presence here, though. Christian Barmore has been an absolute stud, but I don't like that pick, if we're going to be honest. I really don't. I think that Marvin Wilson's better than him. Jalen Tweeman's better than him. Darius Stills is arguably my favorite. Marvin Wilson has been used to be mocked to them in the first round for me. Getting them in the second is just too good a value, and you're jumping the Lions who really need a guy. This is where a guy I could see Christian Barmore going. I think he honestly fits really well with this team. I don't know. It's a gut thing right now. It's not like an official thing. It's more of a gut thing than anything. So if you guys really want deep analysis on this, I think Christian Barmore pops off on tape. Marvin Wilson has just been doing it consistently throughout his entire career. Christian Barmore, his ceiling was up here, and then he's kind of underachieved. So that's why he's a second-round dude. He's supposed to be a top 15 pick in this class. People thought that he would make the Quinnen Williams jump, and he didn't. So, I'm not a fan of interior defensive linemen. But we're going back-to-back here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Washington, you guys do need a safety, but let's look at the guys. Dylan Redun's, again, I got corrected in this in my last video, because I posted a video last night, not last night, well, last night for me right now, 2 nights ago for you guys, and I took Dylan Redun's, if I'm not mistaken. And I realized, not Dylan Redun's, I took Carmen in the 3rd round. And I was like, oh, okay, because someone told me that you guys traded your 6th round for a tackle who was a really good prospect, and then you have Sadiq Charles as well. You have dudes in place there. So you don't really need to go tackle here. This is some bogus need. Wide receiver, you could use a guy like Chris Olave, though. That'd be a not too shabby of a pick. Honestly, it would be quite fun. You could use a safety as well, if we're going to be honest. Like, if you guys want to be trading back for, like, a Colby Harvey-Peel, that wouldn't be a bad idea. But I think that there's all these dudes here. If you want to get a Richie Grant to replace Troy Apke, that would be a solid pick as well. Javon Holland. I think that you get a really talented wide receiver in Chris Olave. I think he's probably the 2nd best routes in the class. Might be the best routes in the class. So being able to get a separator for a guy like... who do we draft? We drafted Trey Lance, right? So getting a guy who can separate with his routes and give some more room, that's going to be so helpful. Get him with Terry McLaurin, that true deep threat, with a really good route runner in here. Again, he's going to be a really talented target. I think that's going to be really nice. I like to say really a lot. Take a shot whenever I say really. It's just, I get passionate about these guys. Sue me. Now, Broncos, you're here now. And, where do we go with you? We could go with a linebacker. We could go with a corner. I don't think Paulson Adebo is going to fit too well in this scheme. We already went corner with you guys in the first place, right? We went Eric Stokes. So we don't even need to do that. We could go strong safety, if I'm not mistaken. Justin Simmons has been amazing. You might want to get someone better across from him. Tell me who is across from him, because I'm blanking right now. Jabril Cox would be a really good linebacker in this scheme, though. We're going to be honest. Let's look at the linebackers right now. This could be a trade back spot as well, but there is a team... let's look at the teams that could potentially go linebacker here. I love going Jabril Cox right here to the Bills. So if any team before is looking at linebacker, even the Titans, again, depends on the pick, could be going Jabril Cox. Excuse me. So honestly, I don't think you take a chance on him. Jabril Cox has an extremely high ceiling. He's really fun to watch. Again, he's a really rangy linebacker as well. So stick with him. Take a shot. You have a really young team. It's something that you can do. Jabril Cox, if he busts, that's okay. It's an LSU linebacker, for Christ's sakes. You might as well take a shot on one, right? Now, Dolphins, where do we go with you? I love doing this pick every time because it is worth it. Michael Carter and Javonte Williams are two of the best running backs in this class. Zero doubt about it. And I am not ashamed to not trade back and take that pick. I think he is worth that pick. I think he deserves that pick. He is going to fit that role perfectly. He's not going to... I think that Michael Carter is better than him all around. But assuming the role that Jordan Howard was supposed to be, Javonte Williams has exponentially more value than Carter could ever have on any team. Javonte Williams is a true running back threat here. And, but we have the Buccaneers now. I blanked on their name twice. You are losing probably Chris Godwin. You don't have that much cap space, right? You could retain him, but you do have so many young wide receivers that it's okay. It's okay to lose him. So you might want a bigger route runner. Amon-Ra St. Brown has been able to play every single position on that wide receiver group. Somebody definitely interesting to think about. However, you might be losing Shaquille Barrett because of also that cap situation. And I think Aiden Hutchinson's a really good guy to add some youth. JPP ain't going to last forever. Aiden Hutchinson used to be a first-round prospect. He's a little bit underachieved, especially with Kwity Paye kind of outshining him. Let's get Aiden Hutchinson in here, and let's have a ball, right? Aiden Hutchinson's going to be a beast on this team. Definitely somebody, if you want to keep in win-now mode, you want to make sure that pass rush is young, youthful, and exciting. Be able to keep the old dudes fresh as well to be able to maximize their potential. And at this spot, I love doing this now. I think I've only done this once. Paulson Adebo is a great fit. Cover 2 scheme. And again, you guys could be looking for a strong safety here because of the fact that Malik Hooker might not be re-signed, which is unfortunate. I love Malik Hooker. But Paulson Adebo is somebody who could fit really well in this scheme. And it's going to be really fun to see. So I think that this is probably a best-case scenario for him. He's former first-round prospect for multiple years in a row. People always looked up to him. Doesn't have the athletic traits you really need. Opted out this season. Could be working on his athleticism, so you never know. He might be jumping up higher. But Paulson Adebo is going to be a great pick here. And the Titans, you guys do need some interior defensive lineman presence here. But there's guys like Dylan Redunz, Landon Dickerson, Josh Myers on the board. And there are teams like the Rams that might want to do a quick little hop with the Seahawks in order to get some more protection. And that's exactly what's happening, guys. Rams are going to say, screw it. We are not letting the Seahawks get one of the better tackles in the draft class. So we are trading up with the Titans for their pick. And again, it's going to be a 7th round pick. Oh, maybe not. So we're gonna trade a 6th, and then we'll see. Okay, we're going to trade up with their 6th pick. And you know what? That's going to be perfectly fine. Again, I don't really like using these second year ones, unless, of course, it's a huge trade like we did with the Eagles where you had to trade a 3rd round as well as a 5th. So Dylan Redunz is going to be the guy. Just right here. Perfect timing for the Rams to be able to jump the Seahawks and get them. Because the Seahawks are probably like, you know what? We're fine with whatever 3 guys we get here. Which I think Jackson Carman is the best pick. But Dylan Redunz, I mean, he's been playing very solid. It's just the question of how good are FCS dudes, right? So Dylan Redunz is going to fill a huge need for the Rams. I mean, your pass game, your run game, it's going to all be beneficiary because of the fact that Dylan Redunz is he's a very good talent. And Jackson Carman, I mean, apart from a couple boneheaded mistakes he makes every now and again, he's a starting left tackle for Trevor Lawrence of a championship team. He's doing something right. So now we have the, I don't know why I keep bugging on the Titans' names. I really don't. There is a good chance that you're not going to be able to pay $9.9 million for Corey Davis. As much as I want to say that you will, there's a good chance that you won't. So Amon-Ra St. Brown's a good target here. Same thing with Jonnu Smith. You never know. I don't think that you guys are going to let go of Jonnu Smith because I don't think he's going to command too much money. However, that's a good option there. Boogie Basham would have been a good edge pick for you guys as well. But I wasn't a huge fan of it given the fact that he's been a little bit... I mean, I have my questions about him. I like him, but again, this is where I really think that he should be going around this spot, which, hint, he will be taken in the next pick, just like me looking at it right now. So looking at the defensive lineman on the board, because that's your second biggest need. You have Jeffrey Simmons. You need an extra dude next to him. And a guy like Darius Stills, he is just on another level. I've been watching Darius Stills play, and I've been seeing offensive linemen get destroyed by this dude. He might not amount to the numbers on the board, like with pressures, anything like that. He might. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't studied that. just by me watching him, I realize he's so much better than his brother too. He's an absolute stud, and I think that's a great choice. And I mean, Boogie Basham falling all the way to the Browns to pair up with Myles Garrett. Yes, please. I think Boogie's in like the 280 range, right? Yeah. So Boogie Basham is going to be a great pairing with Myles Garrett. Man, I mean, I hate being in the AFC North as a Steelers fan. Like if Boogie Basham is there along with Myles Garrett, watch the F out. So now, Bills, where do we go with you guys? Bills, we can go. I mean, your linebacker was just taken, right? Cameron McGrone would be an interesting guy, but we could go tackle here if we want to, right? There's always that option. We don't need to go linebacker. Is there any team that needs a center? Calling all centers. You know who's calling? The Chargers are trading back in, all right? Chargers, you are trading back in with the Buffalo Bills in order to be able to pick up a center. So you guys are trading your third-round pick as maybe, what, do we get? All right, sixth round. Come on, there we go. With your early sixth-round pick, you're trading up with the Bills in order to select a center. Again, there's not really too much on the board right now for the Bills. I think the best thing to do would be able to accumulate picks later in the draft. Again, if you guys wanted me to do this in the future, if you guys like this idea of the picks, I think Josh Myers is better than Landon Dickerson. Actually, I'm kind of like back and forth on that. I'm actually going to go Landon Dickerson here. Josh Myers is an amazing prospect, but Landon Dickerson was named the most valuable player in college football, most valuable offensive lineman. That's a huge stat because Alabama's been going up against some pretty solid teams, and Landon Dickerson's been doing a really good job. But Josh Myers has been very consistent as well. You're just taking between two really good players. The Bills, you can always get some very good talent down the line, and there's some really talented dudes at the end of the class. I think this draft is really good in the first two rounds and the last two. In between, it's a little bit question marky. Third round, you have some good prospects, but in the first two and the last two rounds, I think that's where you make your money, and that's where a lot of these teams are devoting some of their picks to. Now, Packers, where do we go with you guys? Again, this is another trade back spot because I don't know if you guys want to go Israel Mukuamu. He could take over that free safety role if you want to, but again, not really a huge fan. I want to see, wait, where the hell is Israel? I'm surprised they're moving him down there. Like, realistically, I don't think that's a good move at all by TDN to do that. It's kind of stupid. But you know what? It is what it is. We could use a second wide receiver here. If you guys want to call me crazy, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Pairing up Amon-Ra with his brother Equanimous. Again, Marquez Valdez-Scantling has been playing like either, he's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. You'll either get one of the best wide receivers or Mr. Drop Zone. So it's your question. It's your discretion on whether he's good or not. Alan Lazard has been pretty damn good as well. We just got our underneath threat in, I was about to say Kadarius Toney. It's not Kadarius Toney. It's Rondale Moore. But Amon-Ra St. Brown would be quite a fun addition. And again, if you're in the NFC and you're afraid of a team like the Saints that could use a number 2 wide receiver, this might be a spot to go with a guy like this. And you know what? It's not going to be. And the funny thing is, I think the Saints are kind of done for in terms of quarterback-wise. Sean Payton has a hard-on for Taysom Hill. He's been playing okay. They're not going to be here in the next year. So you know what? I think the Packers say, eat it, MFs. We're going to be trading down with you because you guys are going... Well, hold on. Pause a second. Pause. We got to make sure. The Steelers are not going to be trading for a dude. However, the Chiefs could use that. So you know what? We're trading down with the Chiefs. The Packers, they're going to be wanting to be in contention. But, I mean, the Chiefs, what are you going to do with Amon-Ra St. Brown, right? So the Chiefs are going to be trading with, of course, the Packers. You might say this is ludicrous. It very well might be, but it's for Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's not for the greatest wide receiver in the history of mankind. We're going to be offering that 6th-round pick in there as well. You know, just be able to get Patty Mahomes the weapons he needs, and it might not be enough. So with everything that's going on here, Patrick Mahomes is going to be able to get a stud wide receiver here in Amon-Ra St. Brown to be able to steal him from the Saints. Now the Steelers, oh, I love doing this for everybody. Man, do I love Jalen Tweeman. He is a beast. He is a mauler. He is everything that you want. He's going to be fun. He's going to be electric. He has the sky-high ceiling, and he's a Pittsburgh boy. So Jalen Tweeman's just going to add some true fun to this team that we haven't really seen. We've seen a lot of it, but he's going to just offer some new youth into that defensive front along with Alex Highsmith, and it's going to be a new era in Pittsburgh. I like it a lot. Now the Saints, now where do we go with you? You lost your chance at a guy like that, a guy like Amon-Ra St. Brown. So you know what? Get yourself a gadget weapon in Kadarius Toney, for Christ's sakes. The Chiefs wanted to spit in your face with Amon-Ra. You said, I'll spit in your face. You have McCall Hardman, so do we now. Kadarius Toney is a dangerous, dangerous weapon. Might be even better in the pros. Now the one thing the Packers do not have is a slot wideout. So keep your eyes on that in the next round, because this is the last pick of this round. So we'll check out Jordan Davis here, because this very well might be the pick. I think Jordan Davis should be the pick. Georgia has the best defensive line in the country, and there's nobody besides Kenny Clark there on that interior front. So Jordan Davis is going to be the last pick. Again, kind of a boring ending, but Jordan Davis offers a very high floor and is going to be able to boost up that defense's run defense. Because again, I think they're number 30 in the league this year. That's pretty bad. You might want to be beefing that up with a big dude like Jordan Davis. So comment down below what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the far side. Peace.